Good afternoon. I'm just gonna real quick just invite y'all. So, this is happening. All right. So, today I wanted to talk to you guys about posting and what to post, because I know that when you start, there's that like, what now moment when you like have set up all your page, you've got your business ready, and you're like, well, great. Now what do I do? Because I had that. And all I did, I looked at my uplines groups. I kind of like Facebook stalked my uplines groups and looked at what they had posted when they started and kind of took that and figured out how to work it out for myself. I did a lot of live videos when I started out. I just just a couple days ago, I went on and I went all the way back to the very beginning on my page. And I didn't even ever do like a post about LipSense. Like, oh, this is what LipSense is. This is what LipSense does. I went live and I talked to them about it. And then I would like post like, okay, I got my shipment and I'm going to do a live unboxing video and like all these, I would post about those other things, but I was in live video all the time. And then I went like, I told them what it was in a live video, and then I went live to show them how to put it on. And then I went live to show them that it didn't come off. And like, I went live a lot when I very first started. And I don't know, I guess maybe I was just comfortable right out the gate with it, but I was all into the live video. But I'm going to talk a little bit more about live videos later because I feel like that's really important. But first, I just want to say something about this. It is really, really, very important to not rely on social media. What?
I was checking on the engine, my car engines, but every time it runs out batteries.
Okay, I'll come check on it later. It's really important to not rely on social media alone to work your business. You have to get out in the world. You have to use all of your tools. You have to talk to people, book demos, do events if you can. Social media is awesome, but that is not all there is. That is not the only way to work the business. Like, get out in the world. But as far as what to post, it's really, so I want you to think, like, when you get down and you sit to watch the TV, do you turn on a channel with infomercials, or do you turn on, like, ABC or Fox or CBS or like the CW or the Food Network or Animal Planet or whatever it is that you watch? Nobody turns on the infomercials. And so it's really important to remember that your business group is like a TV channel. What, sweetheart?
I don't want to check on the engines.
Oh, hi, Kylie. Yeah, go check the engines. Yeah. Go check the engines. I'll be out.
And I'm going to work on I'm going to see what's wrong with my car.
He's going to be a mechanic for a minute. It's really important to remember that your business page needs to be its own TV channel. You have to make it something that people want to watch, something they want to tune into. Do not be an infomercial. HGTV, I love that show. The Fixer Upper just recently has been my favorite show on that channel. People only watch infomercials when it's like 3 o'clock in the morning and they have insomnia and there's nothing else on TV. Nobody like chooses to go and watch an infomercial. I mean, maybe somebody does, but not anyone I know. You want your page to be interactive. You want your page to be about building relationships. And you don't have to know everything. I feel like sometimes there's a lot of pressure in the beginning that you feel like you need to know everything about the product before you can get started or share anything. And that's not true. Learn as you go and take your customers with you. They will appreciate that and they will love that. You don't have to be a makeup guru or know little single scientific fact about all the products to share the product with your customers. And if you learn something new, use that as an opportunity to share it with them and be like, hey, look what I learned. Or, hey, I learned today that LipSense actually has a mechanical shield in it and I didn't know that before. So it's a really good way to kind of like build relationships and learn as you go and share your growth with them, share your success with them, share your goals with them, the things you learn, and let them kind of get to know you. Tell them what you like about the company, what you like about the products, or the colors, or just what you, in the world. If, I don't know, maybe tell them about your favorite diaper cream. I don't know what it is. Just let them get to know you. Be you, share who you are, and if you are genuine, that will come through. People will notice, and they will like you. And if people like you, then they will trust you. And if they trust you, then they will buy from you. So it's really important on your page to just be you. Share who you are. Be raw and real. And I think people get lost in being a marketer. Like, okay, I've got to sell, I've got to sell, I've got to sell. And that's not what it is. Be a human first. Be a human first and a marketer second. Because I think it's easy to get lost in, I do that sometimes when I'm trying to hit a goal and I'm like, okay, I've got a goal to do this much in sales. I've got to push, I've got to push, I've got to push. And you get lost in that, but that's not who you are. You're not only a marketer. You're not only a LipSense distributor or a Synergist distributor. You don't only do this. You're a human. And it's important to remember to be human first and a marketer second. To show them who you are and then kind of like, oh, by the way, and I sell this. Like, just remind them every once in a while. Because I think that's a really big important part. Like I said, if they know you, if they get to know you, they will like you. And I know that there are people in the world that you just meet and you're just not going to get along with, and that's just life. Like, you just, I don't know, they're just, I've done that in my life. There are people that I meet or I just see or I know from high school or from work or from life, and I just know that I'm not going to get along with them, and that's okay. But if they feel that way about you, then they're not going to be on your page. So if they get to know you, they will like you. And if they like you, they'll trust you. And if they trust you, then they'll buy from you. And that's where you have to do. Like, you have to focus on building that relationship with your customers. And it's got to be a two-way also. It can't just be where you're showing them who you are and not taking any time to get to know them. If they comment on something, respond back. If they ask a question, answer their question. If they, I don't know, if they post a selfie on there, make sure that you respond to them, get to know them. And I think that a really big part of that is going live. Because going live is where you're going to find that interaction between you, between you and your customers, where they can comment and say, oh my gosh, blah, 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 blah. And you, no way, I grew up there, or whatever it is. That's where you're really going to find the interaction and the relationships growing, is in your live videos. Going live will change everything for you, for your business, for your customers. And I know that it can be scary. I wasn't, I guess, ever really afraid of it. Like, I mean, the first time I ever had actually wanted to go live was last Christmas when I made like the most beautiful, amazing ham in my stinking life. It was gorgeous. And I wanted to go live and show the world, but I thought, well, that's a silly reason to go live. So I didn't actually, but that was like my first like pull to wanting to go live. And then when I signed up to be a distributor, I took a couple of days to figure out what I was doing. And then I went live on my personal page to tell everyone like, hey, big things are happening. I've decided to do this. I've got my, my Facebook page already, and I'm going to start adding some of you on there. And then after I had done that, I went over to my business page and I went live, and I was like, welcome to my page. Take a look around, like I went live a lot, like right out the gate. But I know that for some people it's really, really scary, and it starts counting down, and it's doing that like 3, 2, 1, and you're like, stop, abort mission, I don't want to do it. And then it's like, it can be a nervous time. But you have to remember to just sit there and talk to them like they're sitting right in front of you. Like right now, I'm talking to you as if you're all sitting here at my kitchen table or sitting here in my living room and we're having this training. I wouldn't be acting any different, gesturing any different, saying anything any different. We might be having more of like a question and answer where it's not just me chatting about it. But it's just the same as if you're here. And that's kind of what you have to do. Just look at your phone and pretend it's a person. It's your customers, because that's what you're doing. You're talking to them. And it's not as scary the more you do it. The more you do it, the more you practice, the easier it's going to get. And then, I don't know, you'll find yourself not being so afraid to do it anymore. And I tell you guys, I was going to say, I tell my team, but it's not even my team, it's our team. And I've told you that, you know, if a picture is worth 1,000 words, a live video is worth 2 million, because they get to see you. They get to hear you and learn about who you are as a person. And that's a giant part of gaining those relationships with people, is letting them see who you are and getting to know you. And you just don't get that through posts the way you do in a video. It's possible to share your personality in a post, but it's not the same. And I think it's a lot easier for people to relate to you when they can talk to you, when they see you, when they can see your mannerisms and your, you know, hear your fluctuations in your voice and see how genuine that you're being. And our customers need that. They need to get to a place where they like you. You know, like I said, they like you, they'll trust you, they'll buy from you. And a live video is the best way to do that, for them to get to know you. So you just have to, like, I don't know, we just have to get over ourselves and just do it. And I know it's scary and I know it's nervous, but honestly, I don't know, I'm just going to say this. People don't care. People don't care if something goes wrong. People tend to be so wrapped up in themselves that they're not going to notice those little small things in your video that you're going to notice. They're going to be too wrapped up in other things to notice the things you're noticing. So you have to just kind of let it go. And if by chance that they do notice, they don't care. And usually they just love you more for it, because it makes you human. It shows that you're not perfect, that you are, just you, and people can relate to that, because nobody's perfect. Everybody's human. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody, at least in this business, I know, has had a video go live and their kid comes in, and runs through the screen naked, or, I don't know, somebody rings the doorbell while they're doing a live video and they're like, what do I do? Like, that's just a part of life. And it's not, I think it's a beautiful part of this business, is that we can have those moments while we're working, that we can be there and actually also be working at the same time and doing live videos. So I think often, sometimes maybe we're just too wrapped up in ourselves and we take things a little too seriously and we want it to be perfect and we want it to be professional, and there's nothing wrong with that. But there's also nothing wrong with just being real and showing who you are and showing them a glimpse of your actual human life and what happens in your day to day. There's nothing wrong with that either, because they can relate to that. People relate to that. So I don't know. I guess I'll step off my soapbox when it comes to live videos, because I've talked about it enough with you guys. But so now I want to talk about what to actually post in your page. People know that you are selling Synogens. They know that if they want some lip sense, that they can come to you and they can get it. And I think it's important for us to process that. They know that you're doing it, and they know that if they want it, they can come and get it from you. And you don't have to feel like you have to sell all the time. It's important for us to be like, okay, they know I'm here, so now I've got to balance my posts out, check some things, and have it not just be sell, because that's too infomercial-y. That's not what we want. We don't want to be an infomercial. We want to be a fun television show. So I don't know, it's just important to remember that. They know what you're doing, so don't feel like you have to sell them all the time. And we've talked about how you should post 2 to 3 valuable posts a day, things that you have taken time to plan into. And I know that that takes time, but taking that time is what's going to help your business grow. When you're doing posts on your page, it should be like an 80-20. So 80% of it is value. It's educational. It's inspiring them, motivating them, talking about personal development, sharing a recipe you found, sharing a selfie of a new favorite color that you got, or talking to them about the benefit of the product and not just the facts of it. People.
My shirt.
Okay, honey, I'll check it out in just a minute.
My little sunny was on my shirt, and I saw it.
So you know what I'm talking about with real life? What are you talking about, honey? There's nothing here. You're fine. Run back outside. I'll be done in just a minute. People want to know the benefits of the product. Most people are like, okay, well, what's that going to do for me? And I got really wrapped up in learning the facts. I read the product knowledge, all of it. I read the entire product knowledge. I learned everything I could about the products and how they work and the science and the facts, because that's important to know that. It's important to know, because if you have someone that approaches you and they want to know those facts, it's important to know them. But people aren't going to be sold on the facts. People, like, when you're trying to sell someone climate control, and this is a giant mistake I've made a lot of times, when you're talking about climate control, you don't want to say, if you've got dry and sensitive skin, that's because dry and sensitive skin starts in, there's a lack of moisture deep in your layers of your skin, and so climate control sinks in and it moisturizes those. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares the facts about what it does, the science. And if they do, they'll ask. Most people want to know, like, okay, what is climate control going to do for me? It's going to help you with your sunburns. It's going to help you with your dry sensitive skin, with the heating sensation that you feel with your skin. It's going to help you with rosacea and eczema and, psoriasis. And I don't even know if I already said that. Psoriasis thing. I don't know. But that's what they want to know. They want to know the benefit. They want to know how it's going to help them. And so share those benefits as that 80% value. You want to add value to people's lives. Talk about, self-development, personal development. Talk about anything in life. It's just taking that time and just adding value to their life. And you don't have to rewrite the book. I watched a webinar. I think it was John and Nadia, and one of them said, you don't have to be a songwriter. You just have to be a DJ. You don't have to write the book. You don't have to rewrite the music. Just take the music and make it uniquely yours. Make it unique to you. Make your own graphics. Try, have your post brand you and who you are. It's important to... How do I say this? When you're talking on your page, you want to brand yourself, not the company. It's important to talk about the company. I love the company, and I share stuff about the company all the time because I'm quite often overwhelmed by the beauty and an opportunity and the people in this company. And that's not, I talk about on my page because that's real. That's a real feeling and emotion that I have. I'm very often overwhelmed by everything in this company, and that's important to me. That's a big reason of why I'm in this company. But on your page, you also want to brand who you are. You know how Sadie talks about like the purple cow. You want to stand out from everybody else. You want your page to reflect who you are and brand yourself. So try to make your own graphics. Try to, if you see a graphic that you like that somebody else posts, take that and kind of change it up to be what, more like you. Put it in your favorite color, or put a picture of your kids in the background. I don't know. Just make it about you. And I'm talking a lot about that, and I don't know why. I just, and also another tip, try not to post links. whether you're doing it in the value or the promotional. Try not to post links on your page because Facebook has really like cracked down on this, right? And so Facebook doesn't want people to click links and leave Facebook. They want people to stay on Facebook. So if you are posting links, the algorithm is not going to let that post. It's not going to be seen as much unless you get a lot of activity on it. So try not to post links when you're doing your value posts. But so that's 80% value and only 20% promotional. So this is where you put in like your little commercial breaks. You're selling them something. You're telling them something to do. And that's the difference between a direct sale and an indirect sale. An indirect sale is like posting a selfie of you at the beach and you've got your lip sense on and a flappy hat and you're like, yeah, look how gorgeous I am here on this beach. And people will see that and be like, wow, I love that color on her. Or, geez, look at her out on the beach getting all that mechanical shield action, or I don't know, whatever it is. They're going to see it, and that's like an indirect sale. They'll fall in love with the color that you're wearing or something like that. But a direct sale is when you're taking a call to action. So if you post that same selfie of you at the beach, and instead of just being like, you know, I got to go to the beach today, I loved it, you say something like, oh, I'm really loving this pomegranate. Get yourself some, girls. That is a direct selling post because you are telling them to do something. You're giving them a call to action. And that's going to be the difference between your value posts, your indirect sale posts, and your 20% promotional commercial posts. Is that you're telling them to do something. And it's going to be a little bit more salesy, a little bit more infomercially, but it's just like your little commercials that are broken up in your page. And when Kylie talked to us about, when she did that challenge a couple of months ago of posting different things every day, it only had one sales post in the entire week. On all the 7 days that you posted 2 to 3 times every day, there was only one thing that was a sale post, a direct sales post. And I've got other Facebook like posting charts that talk about doing one product direct sale and one opportunity direct sale. So that's what's making up like the 20% promotional is you do one product and one opportunity. So you're kind of like splitting it up like, oh, you know, I don't know. Look at all these things you can get if you come be a part of our company versus, or, you know, that's not a good example. More like, come sign up and get a free get the wholesale discount. That would be like a direct opportunity approach where you're telling them, sign up. But if you post something and you're like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I get, I got a 40% discount on those Slip Sense color. That's just you saying about, wow, look at this awesome bargain shopper deal I got. So that's going to be the difference between like the opportunity ones and, like the calling them to action. But let me tell you something. I'm going to just get real for a minute. I don't know what's wrong with me. My brain is not working. This is the first time in 48 hours I've actually had real clothes on. I've got like this, I don't know if you can see this, but I've got like this really terrible sunburn. And I tried to put on like a real bra for you guys. Because yesterday, all I had on was like my pants and a sports bra. And that's how I just like lived my life yesterday because it was so painful and hurty. So maybe I don't know, maybe I've got a little something. I don't know what's wrong with me, but I'm having a hard time thinking. But I'm going to get just real for a moment because I have all kinds of like Facebook posting charts, things that tell you like, okay, in the morning I want you to post something motivational. In the evening I want you to post something inspiring. And then, the next day you share something, you educate, you entertain. Whatever it is, it'll tell you specifically what you want to post. And when Kylie gave us that challenge a couple months ago, I was like, okay, I'll try it, I had been doing my own thing and it had been working, but I wanted to try this other thing and see if it worked any better, if it helped me at all. And honestly, it didn't help too much. It taught me a bunch of different things. It taught me variety. It taught me what I should be posting, like different ideas about things I should post during the week. But as far as like participation in those things on my page, I can't say that they really went up. when I followed that specific chart, like post this and this, post this, and then post this and post this. And when I like tunnel visioned into that, like, okay, I've got to do this and this and this, I felt like it really like constricted my creativity and what I wanted to do on my page. And that may be part of the reason that it wasn't working as well for me. But I had something that wasn't awesome, but it was working. And then I tried this other thing that works, but it wasn't working for me necessarily. And so the trick for these things, because I have all kinds of charts I can share with you. I can add them in the files on this page, or you can message me and I can give them to you. I have all kinds of things about this, like that tell you specifically, post this, post this, post this, you know, post a personal quote here, post about personal development, you know, here, post about, you know, something in your niche. I have all kinds of those things, but I think the trick is taking all of this information and molding it to fit you. I had a good thing going in the beginning. And I think, you know, I went on vacation over this past weekend and I was thinking about how different my page is now than when I started and why it's different and what happened and how I've grown, which is just natural, because in order for your business to grow, you have to grow. There is a giant amount of personal development in this business, and that's just something you can't hide from. It's just going to happen. It's inevitable. If you are going to go far in this business, you are going to grow and change along with your business, and that's just, you know, part of life. But I was looking at how different things are now and thinking about things that I missed and things that I want to do on my page, and how I have totally like tunnel visioned myself to follow these specific Facebook posting charts and do what they tell me to do. And that's not how it should be. You have to take all this information, take these charts, and change it up to be you. Mold it to fit you and who you are and what you want to post in your business and where you want to go with this. It's balancing that. It's learning this information, soaking it in, and then getting creative and spitting out whatever it is that's going to make your business reflect who you are. And I was going to wait, you know, until this week was over to really change the way I'm posting things, but I may not. I may just have to kind of slowly like wean myself off of this like tunnel vision that I've gotten into and into more posting things like I used to. Things, I don't know. I guess that's really all, is just balancing that information and being the DJ. Remixing, you know, mixing it up, making it more like you. I don't know if you guys have any questions about it. Okay, so one last thing. The last amount of advice I would give about posting is you have to be consistent and don't give up. There will be days when this business is hard. I've had days like that just recently, like in the last 2-3 weeks, where it kind of sucks sometimes and you feel like I'm doing this and I'm not getting anywhere with it. I'm, you know, like I'm putting all this work in and I'm not getting the sales, or I can't seem to get anyone to, you know, sign up or whatever it is. And it can get discouraging and it can get frustrating. But if you give up and you say, okay, well, it's not working, so I'm not going to post today, then you really won't see any results. You can't give up. You have to keep going. You have to be consistent. Post 2 to 3 times a day. Figure out what it is that you want to share. If you try a new recipe with your family, share your recipe on your page. Be like, wow, I found this recipe and it's delicious. Does that have anything to do with makeup? No. Does that have anything to do with skincare? No. But it has something to do with you. And that's the whole point of it, is you want your page to be your own TV channel about you. And about you building relationships with your customers, and also have it being about them. You don't want to just be like, have it all be, you know, be the Callista show. You don't want that. You want it to be more of like a two-way street, where they're learning about you and you're learning about them and you're building relationships. So anyway, I guess that's all I have to talk about. I'm so sorry that I'm kind of crazy about this today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm kind of up and down, and I didn't sleep very well because I can't. So you know when you're getting ready to go sleep and everybody has like a specific like comfy sleepy time position that they like to lay in. I can't lay in that with this giant sunburn all over me. And so I'm not sleeping well, and I'm feeling in a lot of pain. I'm surprised that I've been able to keep my bra on this long. I was worried that I was going to be like in the middle of the video and be like, sorry ladies, bra is coming off. It probably will after the video is over. But anyway, I love you ladies. And I want you to know that. I want you to know that that I believe in you.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying this stuff. I believe this stuff, and I believe that you can do this stuff, and I believe that all of us can go far in this business if we put in the work. And that's what I was talking about a couple of weeks ago. Like, if you put in the hustle, if you put in the work and the time to plan out your posts, to plan out your schedule, to post things that are valuable, if you take that time, your business will grow. And that may take time. It may, and it may not. Everybody's story is different. But if you take the time to put into your business and to put in the hustle, you will see the benefits of it. You will succeed in this company. And it may take 3 months. It may take 6 months. It may take 6 years. Whatever. Probably not 6 years. I doubt that's a thing. But it might take a little time. But you have to stay consistent and keep trying and hustle and hustle and hustle and put in that effort, because it will happen for you if you do that. So anyway, I love you ladies, and I will talk to you later. Let me know if there's any questions that you have. If you want me to send you that like Facebook posting chart, just let me know. And then I will talk to you later. Bye. What is that?